Namaste, my name is Gayatri from the Australian School of Meditation and Yoga. Today we're going to be making an Aquafaba chocolate pudding. And who would believe that you could make a chocolate pudding out of a can of chickpeas? You can. What we've done, I bought this can of chickpeas, they're about $1 each, and I have drained them well. And I'm going to use this liquid, which is known as Aquafaba. It's like an egg replacer. So you can use it in your baking, and it actually froths up just like egg whites when you're blending or you're beating egg whites. So yeah, I'll show you how to do that. I'm just going to move these chickpeas now. So whenever you're cooking with chickpeas, make sure you keep that juice or the liqueur off the chickpeas, because it's a great way of making mayonnaise, baked goods. You can make pavlova, vegan pavlova. Maybe we'll do that one day. Today we're just going to make a nice, rich chocolate mousse. So I'm going to start off by just sprinkling a little bit of coconut sugar in there. You don't have to use the sugar, it depends on your taste. If you don't have a sweet tooth, you probably don't need the sugar. Just make sure it's very, very fine. If you can't find fine coconut sugar, you probably do need to use icing sugar, something very, very fine. So we've got our electric beaters here. You might have an upright beater, you can just use them. But this one is a little bit more labor intense. And these are really cheap to buy. They're only like $7, I think, or maybe $15 at the most if you buy them from Coles or Target. So I'm just going to blend this up now. It's going to take maybe 10 minutes, up to 15 minutes. Don't worry, you can't overbeat it like eggs. You can overbeat egg whites, but you can't overbeat Aquafaba. So better to overdo it than underdo it. So go a bit longer than what you think. What we're trying to do here is get peaks. You know, when you beat eggs, you get peaks on them. That's what we want to get with the Aquafaba. Just very, very similar consistency to egg whites. So here we go. So here we have our finished product, or the Aquafaba, the beaten Aquafaba. It's become very stiff. It doesn't really move around a lot. That's why we want it. We want it very, very stiff. What we're going to do now is add some melted chocolate. So I've melted some chocolate in the microwave. You can do it over hot water. You can do it on the stove top. You just pop a pot on top of a pot of water and stir until the chocolate's melted. Now you need to cool it down a little bit before you put it in here, because we don't want anything hot going straight into our Aquafaba mix. You could use carob as well if you prefer carob. Just melt the carob block. Now I'm using 125 grams in this particular mousse. I have tried it with double that, but I found it was very, very dense. A bit too dense for my liking, so I'm going to try it with half the amount of chocolate this time. So we've let this chocolate cool down to probably room temperature. I'm going to just add that in now. And I'm going to fold it through. You need to be a little bit gentle with it. Now it will reduce down a little bit as I stir the chocolate through. The air is going to come out a little bit, so there it won't be quite so aerated. Oh, it's nice and light. So we'll pop it into some nice glasses. These are from Kmart. I think they were 75 cents each. They're very nice for mousse. This is a very rich mousse. I found it quite rich, so you probably don't need to fill the glasses up all the way. Maybe half. And as you can see, this is a very, very inexpensive sweet. It's been $1 for the chickpeas and $2.99 for the chocolate bar and a little bit of coconut sugar, which wasn't much. It was probably about 1/4 cup, if that. So you can adjust the sweetness depending on your taste. If you like if you like it very sweet, I would put half a cup per can, and you can go down from there. And if you just want the taste of the chocolate bar, if you don't have a real sweet tooth, you'll probably find you don't need any sweetener at all. I just find that the chocolate bars from Aldi, they're 70% cocoa and they aren't very sweet. So I'm just going to clean them up a little bit. Okay, so we got 4 puddings out of that. Probably works out at about $1 each. And then we're going to pop some toppings on it. We're going to put some fresh raspberries and some flaked almonds on top just to make it very appealing. And I'm going to pop them in the fridge now to set, and we'll come back and decorate them once they have set. Okay, so now they have set. That took around about half an hour, that's all. And they're quite nicely set. So we're going to add a few fresh raspberries, nothing better than fresh berries. And then we're going to put some choc chips on as well. And a few flaked almonds. Okay, so this looks very, very nice. And I'm going to zoom in and show you just how nice and soft this is.